we are starting the session. So, a very warm welcome to all of you for sparing the time and joining this amazing session. So, today we have a very senior teacher with us, Deepika Reddy Ji, who served Karnataka as an STC previously and worked with a lot of uh, big organization in corporate world and currently serving Darwin Box as a vice president there as a in the product domain. So, without wasting much time, I'll over to you, Didi.
Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev. How are you all? Can you hear me clearly? Yes? Okay. We'll just remember Gurudev. Let's close our eyes and then we can start the session. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Shri Gurave Namaha. Jai Gurudev. So next, about 5 years.
Didi, I think we stuck with the network.
Hear me? It's showing low network.
Yeah. If you want to switch to the Wi-Fi or some other network, you please can be.
Okay. Is it better now? Is it better? Yes?
Yes,
Okay.
Didi.
Good, good. So, some teachers asked me or keep asking me actually over the years that how do you manage? No? So then Vikram reached out and a couple of others reached out. We thought we'll have a session because I think a lot of us teachers are juggling between family, work, course seva. How do you manage the energy? All of that. Yes or no? Yeah. So I'm just going to share how my journey has been at which different points in time, what I have learned or grasped from Gurudev or through other teachers or just some events. And I'm just with the hope that somewhere you may find some answers. And during the session, you feel free to ask your questions over chat and I can answer. Is that okay with as a format? Yes. And all of us here are teachers. How many are VTPs here? Can you type? There may be some VTPs also and teachers also. The session is for both. Because primarily, all of us here are somewhere deep inside wanting to be Gurudev's messengers. Yes or no? That is why either you have become a teacher or you want, or you want to be a teacher because you've done VTP. Am I right? Yes or no? That innate desire is there that I want to be my guru's messenger and take this to more people. Correct? Yeah. So maybe Vikram, we will start with some questions that you have, and then we will take the session forward.
Right, Didi.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So, Didi, since you have been very long in corporate role as well, and you are managing your family very nicely, teaching for more than 20 years now. So, what are like three habits or maybe a couple of habits that you feel that these things are non-negotiable or the system that makes this possible?
Yeah, yeah. So I did my course back in first year of college. That is 1999. So when I did the course, my teacher was a retired army general. I was the youngest in the class and he was the oldest. But that presence of my teacher attracted me so much. I didn't know who Gurudev was. In fact, when they played the tape, also I thought it was some female voice. I thought no. So those days, Gurudev, we didn't know, and so I was 18 and like that. No, so but the presence of the teacher was so strong that I felt I have to do the course. I have to become a teacher. आगे जाके, that. So first thing, in this all these years, that non-negotiable is your own personal presence. Are you all with me? So your own personal presence has to be very, very pleasant. See, why do we all go to Gurudev? Tell me why we all go to Gurudev, because you feel that comfort when you go to him or when you see him. Yes or no? Yeah. So when people come to us, they don't know, probably they don't have, maybe they have now seen Gurudev on YouTube, or they don't have a personal touch with Gurudev. Yes or no? But they have a personal touch with you. Are you all with me? Yeah. So your presence has, this is the number one thing as a teacher, as a VTP, as a volunteer. Your presence has to be carrying him. That leaves a mark on your participant. So when they come to you, whether they later do Kriya or not, all this doesn't matter. But they should feel, when I go to this person, I feel comfort. Are you all getting this? Huh? So that's like the number one. And to get there, of course, your sadhana. That is no compromise on sadhana. If any day you are missing sadhana, wake up. No compromise there. Nothing else can work. Your sadhana and your connection in the knowledge. So jitna, how much you listen to the Gurudev's knowledge again and again. So I do this while I'm cooking, while I'm driving, or while I'm taking a walk in the night. Typically, those 15-20 minutes also you listen to some Gurudev's knowledge. So that has to be part of your routine. So these two things. And then the third is creating a support structure. You can't do this alone. At home, I made sure I have a support structure. I have the day to day course, somebody taking care, like, or having my in-laws have been a great support over time. So at home also, sometimes, we have to, what do I say, it may not be that everybody is all the time agreeing with you. Yeah. But प्यार से जीतना बोलते हैं ना गुरुदेव, like you have to win them over with your patience and love. So I had my times, like sometimes my parents wouldn't be very happy that I'm sitting in a course. My baby was 1.5 year old when I went for TTP phase 1. No, 9 months old actually when I went for TTP phase 1. Those days it used to be 15 days, right? And I got a call, and those days if you get a call for phase 1, it is like really very, very privileged. So I didn't want to miss that opportunity. So there were times where the family was not very supportive, but over time they started understanding, and that prayer helps. That Gurudev, for me, this lifetime, I have done enough other lifetimes with all the corporate and all of that stuff, but this lifetime is for you. So that priority is set in my head. Are you all getting this? So with that priority, I operate. Hmm? Yeah. So presence and support and keeping yourself in the knowledge, grounded. These three non-negotiable.
Got it. And Didi, generally being a teacher, sometimes I also feel very overwhelmed. Like I don't get enough time to conduct courses, and I'm sure most of the teachers and volunteers will agree with me. So, in your experience, is it really a time problem, or it is something more deeper than that?
It is not a time problem, it's a priority problem. See, you have to decide. If in your head you are clear, I have whatever number of years I have left on the planet. How many years do you have left? Each of us. We don't know, right? How many years do we have? Forever? No. If Gurudev has brought you here in the physical body while he is here in his physical body, he means business. He means that he has selected you to do his work for this life. Now the next opportunity may come after I don't know how many thousands of years. Are you all getting what I'm saying? So how can not taking a course be how can taking a course not be your priority? Let me put it this way. Yeah, you should skip your movies, shopping, sometimes even work wise also. Sometimes I have prioritized taking a course over work, and it works out because when Gurudev says you do my work, I do your work, he means it. Gurudev means every word that he says. He doesn't say anything like that. Yes or no? He means it. And as teachers, when we are with Gurudev, the only thing he's saying is you teach. Yes or no? Or in teachers' meeting, everywhere he says just go teach. So it cannot be not a priority in your life. Ye than lo, this you have to have this like till the last breath. I want to do, I want to teach, however it is. If I am not teaching, I enable others to teach. Organize for others. Maybe sometimes your health is not allowing, but you can always organize for others. Yes or no? Yeah. Maybe because of your personal thing, maybe your children, whatever, you are not able to step out of the house. Now it's even easy. Online sikhalo. You can teach online. So they just teach, yeah, for nobody else. It is only and only for yourself. Because this lifetime you will not get again for next thousands of years. Because he is not going to come. He has come for a plan of next few thousand years. Now, whether you are part of it or not, that is your thing. But if you have made a teacher, Gurudev has made you a teacher, then really, really we are blessed. Don't you think so? Out of 8 billion people, only 30,000 teachers, it's a blessing. It's a big blessing. Huh? So I keep reminding myself of this, saying, I Gurudev brought me onto the planet at that same time. In fact, I feel more fortunate. The day Art of Living was born, I was also born. So my age and Art of Living age. So every Art of Living celebrates 25 years. I celebrated 25 years. It's like that. So I feel very fortunate in that. I am 45. Art of Living is 45. But just find those things that keep you feeling grateful, huh? And then there is no thing of I don't find time to teach. Are you all getting this? Yes. Huh? Okay. Yeah. See, if you have questions, please feel free to type. Otherwise, Vikram will continue. Yeah, but please feel free to type.
Yeah. So, Didi, when work also gets extremely busy and family responsibilities are also there with you. So, how do you actually ensure that seva is not taking a back seat? It's not slowly disappearing from your life.
Yeah. So there was, I remember, I think 3 years ago when I was also doing STC role, and I was in Salesforce. I was in a director position. I used to work till 10:30, 11 in the night sometimes, and there were times where and STC role was also demanding, and there were times when physically I was feeling drained. I was feeling, those days. And sometimes it's also your planetary positions when things don't work out for you. Hota hai na? You do everything and things don't work out, right? That I think that was that phase where I'm trying to do certain things, but then people are taking it wrongly. You do with all your intention, people will still take. And and you feel, oh, these are the people who are really close to you. You can trust them, they will also leave. All of us have had this sort of thing, right? It is normal. And then it shook me a little, it shook me. But then I think a blessing that I have is that deep state of, when I get into deep state of helplessness, my only go to is my guru. Yeah. So I would just, there was one night I remember, I think January 25th or so. I was so helpless, so tired, so everything, emotionally, everything drained. And I was like, Gurudev, now I cannot do anything beyond this. You won't believe, one day after, I got a call from Gurudev's secretariat saying Gurudev has asked you to travel with him to Vizag, you know. So I went with Gurudev. I didn't know that I had to travel with him in in the same chartered plane, but then he took me, you know. If and 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 then I was asking the secretariat, they said, how does this happen? He said, the secretary said that Gurudev tells this person's name, and then, so when your prayer is so deep, and on that trip, when Gurudev was coming and about to board the flight, I told him, I'm so grateful you have me here with you. So he said, it is because of tapasya, tapasya. So then when I came back, I was like, tapasya. So being able to go through that pain, go through the opposites, whatever is happening in your life, with the total surrender that this is happening for my own good. That is also Gurudev's teaching, yes or no? Yeah. And that when that prayer was so strong, he just called. If we feel that Gurudev doesn't know my mental state, then bhai, he's not your guru. He knows each of our mental state. This you should have it in your heart, in your mind, in your full consciousness, that Guru knows what is going on in my life. Totally he knows. So when work is getting hectic, when things are not working out for you, prayer helps. And your seva is not a separate activity for me. It is not like I do my household work, I do my this, and it's part of my the entire day's thing. So during work, sometimes I would just take a break and I will just do some WhatsApp, some seva, something. It's just there, it is not separate from. Sometimes we compartmentalize. That's when we start feeling, oh, I am not able to give time to seva. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it, by now it has to be like, whenever there is an opportunity, that it's not even a different activity. Let's put it this way, it is part of the other things that you do. You do wash your clothes, you do your cooking, you go travel, you do everything. And taking the course, being with people, listening to knowledge, all this is part of your life. Aise bana lo usko, don't keep it as a separate compartment. And then another thing is, also not have this in your head, oh, I have done so much seva, this year I have done so many courses, bas khatam, wahi pe it finishes. Not carrying it in your head, that I have done so much. This also helps. That I have done so much itself, or I have to do so much itself, is tiring. Are you all with me? So just do it as though it is like you breathe. Seva is like your breath. In my DSN, I keep saying this. Seva is breath. You cannot be without seva, my dear. If you take that out of your life, if you take art of living out of your life, can you be? Tell me, each of you, can you be? Then how can it be a separate thing? So there is no chance of. So when, if any time you feel it is going down, catch hold of another teacher, catch hold of somebody in your city, somebody who is doing seva. उनके लिए ऑर्गेनाइज करो या उन go and sit in their course, sit like a participant in their course. Why not? Anyway, you are not the guru, no? You can always repeat a HP. You can repeat another. All of us sit for advanced course, repeat a DSN, repeat Sahaj. Why not? Go जाके दरी बिछाओ, सेवा करो उसमें. Sometimes the concept is I have become a teacher, so I have to, this is the only seva that I have to do it this way only. No, there is no like that. So many times I remind myself, I am today, right now, after so many years also, if Gurudev says today you are starting on your happiness course as a participant, I am okay. Because that is what he wants from me. I will sit as a participant. Are you all with me? Are you all with me? As then you are free inside. You're just free. All these titles, ye wo senior teacher, kya doesn't matter. If Gurudev says now today, forget all that you have learned. You're starting new. Would you not listen? Hmm? Yes or no? Yeah.
Mm.
I hope I'm answering your questions. Can I see a hands raised or yeah? Okay, good. Yeah, Vikram.
Yeah. So, Didi, generally what happens initially after TTP also, and what we feel like generally we have that zeal, we have that enthusiasm that we will be organizing course. But sometimes happens like immediately after taking one or two courses, we are losing the momentum, right? But what we have observed, like you being very consistent throughout this journey, like I get to know that last year you became DSN teacher as well, and after that you organized I think more than 10 DSN courses along with your Sahaj, with your Yes Plus, with your happiness courses. So, what actually helped you to be so much consistent in this thing? How we can also be consistent in organizing courses?
Consistency is sangha. One is the sangha you have, right? The your set of the team, the teachers. That is one sangha. So I was very fortunate for my initial years. When I became a teacher, 2009, for the first 20 courses, I just organized for my recommending teachers and the other teachers who were more senior than me. 2 3 years into, they were all teaching, and I would not say a word also in the course. I would just observe. If they ask me to talk, I will talk. Otherwise, I will not say a word. I did this like 20 for 20. And I had started a new center. I started 3 new centers in Whitefield at that time. So, but I would just invite the teacher and sit, because my TTP teacher told, if there is anybody else who has done that for a longer time than you, there is something for you to learn from them, right? What we are seeing now, especially after COVID, no, this and and then when you organize for somebody and you sit and ask them to teach and you observe, there is some deep bond that gets created with that person. Yes or no? So they become your what do you say, support structure. You need to have a support structure for consistency, right? This is one. And then another thing is, this may be a little blue starish, but I will share, okay? So we were during COVID. Before COVID, I was taking probably one or maybe two courses a month. So I had become Sahaj teacher and all that. So I was able to take Sahaj IP and HP like that. No, before COVID, I was taking two courses also. And during COVID, what happened? We all experienced this, no? Those who were teachers that time. Suddenly, online, we were teaching every week. How many of you had that experience, right? We are almost teaching every week. Then my mind shifted. Oh, it need not be a once a month activity. Taking a course need not be a once a month activity. It can happen every week. And then we were a nice team of 25, 30 teachers, and back to back courses were happening. And then I think about 1.5 year later, everything just dissolved. The team went off, people had their own things going on, and suddenly, in front of my eyes, everything collapsed. ऐसा होता है? You feel you have created a team, you have created volunteers, you have all that, and everything collapsed. And that's when I met Gurudev. He had started giving darshan. If anybody remembers, near Shiva temple, there was very few people, and he was giving darshan. And I told him, Gurudev, and this was there. There was this thing of I had a team, I was leading it, all that in my head, right? Gurudev, that I had a team, and it is nobody's there now. I don't know. This was February 2021. And he looked at me in my eyes and said, What team? You know, it shook me. He said, What team? That moment I realized there is only one team, which is him. People will come in your life, people will go. Only one who stays with you forever and ever, this lifetime, any other lifetimes, it's him. And that shift that happened no with me, it was so strong. 2021 now is 2026. 3 to 4 courses in a month happen effortlessly because he is working now. Are you getting this? Yeah, he is working, and which is true. So drop this thing of this is my volunteer or my teacher, my set of people. Drop it. You be there to contribute to the other person. When you sit for the course, let's say you have organized the course, you got 5, 10, 15 people, whatever. For those people, your course delivery has to be the best quality. Are you getting this? Right from how you look, how the entire setup is, how the experience for the participant is, it cannot be even this much lesser than the standard Gurudev wants. Are you all with me? Sometimes we just go very tired in the course and ऐसे ही deliver करके आते, नहीं करना है ऐसा. It has to be the best version of you. And if you are not well on a particular day, better to get another teacher to come with you. Are you all getting this? Because you have to see, for that, for you may be taking every month course, but that person who's sitting on the course, for them that is the first in their lifetime. Are you getting this? That is their first experience with the knowledge, that's their first experience with the guru, and their first experience with the guru happens through you only. So you cannot be shabbily presenting yourself. First thing what they see, how you are looking, what is your fitness level, are you are you reflecting that happiness, that peace, that contentment, कि आपके मन में डाउट चल रहा है. Are you all getting what I'm saying? Yes. So as a teacher, and that we all had that upgrade, remember we all had, and in that Gurudev said your job is to be happy as a teacher. You remember this line? He said it is an order. You have to be happy. As only when you are inside happy you will reflect and people will get drawn to you. Then organizing course is not a big thing. See, your participants will send you because they feel warm with you know so people, have you wondered, earlier we had so many such teachers, or even now you look at China, you look at so many of the Swamijis, and you have to learn from them, Sangeeta Didi, or so many such senior teachers, Dinesh Bhaiya. What are they? So I would always wonder what is differently they are doing. Rishi Ji, when he was here, Rishi Nitya Pragya, it was their presence that would just pull. Once Prashant Bhaiya told me, I was very new that time, and I had asked this question, that bhaiya, do we have to build a brand? Like in corporate world and everywhere, there is a lot of this brand building. Yes or no? Like that person. So he's told very beautifully. He said, "You become like honey, and bees will come to you." Are you all getting this? Yeah. And then you don't have any. And I remember once in TRM, Teachers Refresher Meet, I had just become teacher. I think 1.5 year only. And in that TRM, it was in the VM ground floor. Rishi Nitya Pragya Ji, everybody, like all senior teachers, Swami, they were all there. Gurudev had come, and I was sitting, and I had this question inside a lot, that Gurudev, there is, we talk about teachers and everything, but I still see there is competition, there is sometimes jealousy between teachers, and there is, so, and Gurudev, I don't want to be in this. So I had this thing in my mind. I don't want to get into this. That he said very beautifully. Gurudev told me, see, this is why I have not made Art of Living teacher as a corporate role. It is not a corporate role. It is only and only seva. So there is no climbing up the ladder. You know what I mean? Yeah, because in our mind, any organization means you have to climb. It is just tuned like that. It is not so. You know, if so and so person is taking this course, that person is higher. No, my dear, nothing. In Gurudev's, has he ever told that this course is higher than that course or that? No. So why do we have to label ourselves? It that gave me a lot of clarity that day. It is not a corporate journey climbing up. Are you all with me? Hmm?
Before next question, I would also request everyone, please keep your videos on. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Didi, one more thing, like being a teacher, whenever we start journey, uh, it becomes a thing for us also, like how to involve volunteers or participants, and maybe of course our own family, so that the organizing course become very much effortless, or I say a shared effort instead of feeling like a one person responsibility.
So when you think you are organizing your course, then it becomes a burden. When you think you are organizing Gurudev's course, then it is doesn't matter whose course it is.
Okay. Related to this, Induji also asked in the chat box, like how to build a support system and a dedicated volunteers team. Yeah.
Forget building dedicated volunteers team. I told you, no, my story. Because the moment you start feeling these are my volunteers, that attachment, entanglement, this is my center. That is the biggest attachment, I tell you. My center, my teachers, my volunteers. Finish. You have become entangled. So forget about dedicated volunteers. You make sure that person is dedicated to Gurudev, not to you. Are you getting?
So,
हम लोग सोचते हैं हमारे कोर्स के लिए अरे गुरु इज एनीवे he has told I will do your work, so he will do that. No, he will send the right people at the right time in your journey. This much you should have. And some people will come and go. Don't get disturbed by it. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because one volunteer has gone or another teacher has not behaved with you properly, bless them and let them move on. You move on. Are you all with me? Tonight do one thing, huh? But when we write down all the things in your life which are energy drain for you. Are you getting what I'm saying? What drains your energy? It could be your boss, it could be your somebody in the family, it could be some sort of craving, it could be anything that which takes away your energy and goes on in your mind. You write all those down and then give it to Gurudev. Gurudev, today, tonight, you take this away from your life, from my life. Are you all with me? It could be an entanglement with another teacher or another volunteer, doesn't matter. The more free we are inside, that is the biggest support for your seva. It is not external, my dear. External, anyway, is all happening. But inside, the more free you are, the more content you are, the more connected you are to your master. When when Krishna is saying, Arjuna, I am going to take care of what you need, I will take care of what you need, and I will take care of what you already have. He has said this, he means it. But what is the condition? You be surrendered to me. गुरुदेव ऑल्सो सेज दिस ना. बट हम अपना दिमाग लगाते हैं, अरे हमें नेटवर्किंग करना है, हमें अपना ब्रांड बिल्ड करना है. अरे छोड़ो ना, आपको किसको क्या प्रूव करना है? हु डू यू वांट टू प्रूव? फॉर हुज सेक? व्हाट डू यू वांट टू प्रूव टू एनीबॉडी? I'm making very hard things, but this is what i I have sort of learned over the years, huh? I'm just trying to give this to you, okay? Drop this need for proving anything to anybody. Are you all with me? But that doesn't mean you don't do your 100%. You do your 100%. You have taken up a seva project. You do it because you're doing it for your master, not for yours, not for that other teacher. किसी को impress करना है, नहीं, जरूरत नहीं है. आप you and your guru. That's it.
Okay, Didi. So, Didi, if you like, if I'm a new teacher right now, I just started my journey, for example. So, if you have to guide me, that if I want to conduct every single month or every single week, working full time, what simple step by step approach I should go with, or would you like to recommend for maybe, let's say, for next 90 days?
Hmm. Simple है. If you start with one target of one course a month, okay? Work for that course for 3 weeks. Okay. And when I say work for that course, sadhana should be top notch. 2 times your own Padma sadhana, Sahaj, Sanyam, whatever. Two times, morning, evening. That is in your hands. Yes or no? It's not in anybody else's hands. Your hands. Then little bit of Om Namah Shiva chanting and listening to Gurudev. This is your personal thing. For 3 weeks, don't give up on that. Just do it. Then, if you want, then also think of, okay, I want 15 people in the course, whatever that is, huh? 15 people. Then you have to reach out to as many people. Now, the reach out can be, your previous participants, or your uh, some door to door, some legwork, or organizing intro talks. All this we know, right? This is standard. But start with that one course a month. Come what may, I have to make it happen. And put that prayer. See, this one course a month formula I started in 2004, when I 2000 early 2004, when I did DSN and advanced course, became a volunteer. So by hook or crook, कैसे तो 20 लोगों का कोर्स कराना है. This used to be my thing. And then we were 2 3 volunteers that time. Now all of them are teachers. You might know them also. But that used to be that intention somehow. And don't be in the zone of, are 3 people will come, 5 people will come, it's okay. No, it's not okay. You are not giving priority to your own time, my dear. Then if you work solid for 3 weeks, don't you think you'll get 10 people on the course, 15 people on the course? Yes. But be focused. Don't do 10 different things. कहीं पे कुछ और हो रहा है, वहां जी चले जाते हैं, या वहां, because in RWing has become so big, everything will happen. There will be hundreds of things going on. You keep your focus. Okay, next 3 weeks, this is what I'm going to do. Anandji says, no, eat, breathe, sleep, like that. You do for your course and then have one or two more people with you. Two people is good enough. You don't have to have a big, huge this thing. Two people. And now it's so much more easier. So do that. And once you take the course or while you're taking the course, make sure, as I said, your presence is top notch. Okay, so work on your physical fitness, work on your inner space. That when you do those 2 times sadhana, your inner space is already very beautiful. People will catch it. So your course quality will be very high. When your course quality goes very high, people tend to come back to you again and again. That is how over the years it becomes more easier. So when you announce a course, or some people will ask, when are you taking the next course? Hota hai na aise? So that starts happening over the years. So it's all about your inner space. First thing. Okay.
So, Vidhi, one question from audience. Jagrati ji is asking that how do you come over the FOMO of losing connection with kids when you are busy in seva office, and how to build a good connection with kids while doing for seva?
Ha. I'll tell one more story. Okay. We have some time, 10 minutes till the session. How much time do we have, Vikram?
We have 16 minutes, Vidhi. 10
16 minutes.
to
Okay.
find out.
Everybody is finding it interesting, useful. Thoda bata dene se I will. Yeah. Harish Kumar ji, smile, no? Yeah, see, now it looks so good. Smile. So, so when I went for TTP phase one, my older son, he was he was 11 months, and I got the call, and I was in very lot of tension. How do I tell at my home? No? But I wanted to go. 15 days I have to go to ashram, and my son is how old? 11 months. I was still, he was still very young. So I was praying to Gurudev. So for me, everything is Gurudev's only answers. So that night he came in my mother-in-law's dream and said, he told her, you have, so my mother-in-law only told me next day, Gurudev came in my dream. And he said, what you are doing, small little jhadu, all that. She was doing jhadu in the angan. That's what her dream was. And then Gurudev came. And Gurudev told her, you have something very big to do, a big seva to do. So that is what he told. So she's telling me this in the morning. I said, this is my chance. I'm going to ask her. I told her, Gurudev, Atama, I got a TTP teachers training program call. It is 15 days I have to be in ashram. So will you be, what do I do? She said, no, you go, I'll take care of my son. Since then to now, she is a big support system for me. So I went, but then I was so miserable. First 2 days, 3 days of my TTP phase one, I was crying. I would not cry in the session, but before the session, after the session, I was crying. Why did I leave my baby and come? Are you getting what I'm saying? So I was in very miserable state. Then my TTP teacher, he asked me, what happened to you? Then I told him, I have a 11-month-old and I left him home and I'm feeling very miserable. Then he asked me one question. Who got this person, your baby into the world? It shook me. I thought I am the mother, I am responsible, all that. He says the divine got him here. So don't you think divine will take care of him just for 15 days if you are not there around? That much trust you don't have. So I said, yeah. And believe me, it is 19 years now. My son is 19. Gurudev has taken care of him. So there is no thing of missing. In fact, your kids, if you are there for them for that half an hour, 40 minutes, whatever time, and this is not I am saying, Gurudev has said this in different talks. He has said, no, spend that quality time for half an hour, 40 minutes. And they learn more through how your state of mind is, how your presence is. You can be there sitting but fully disturbed. They will catch that. Haven't you seen like that, kids? Yeah. Mother is there at home, but then the kids are not happy because mother is also not happy. So don't get into a guilt trip. Okay? Kids will not miss you. Sometimes it is in our own consciousness, but when you are there, you would be there 100% with them. Sometimes you are not there, then no, divinity is taking care. And divine takes care much better than you do. Okay, बच्चे बड़े होते हैं बहुत beautifully. So keep them in satsang, keep them in that, in your home. You will do your puja, all that. Keep them exposed to all that. Abhi now to there is intuition program. So many things are there. Your job again as mother is to get them connected to the knowledge, get them connected to Gurudev. That's all. The way you connect everybody else, बच्चों को भी connect करो. उनका हो गया life. Yes or no? You are only a medium for that soul to come on the planet, my dear. The soul has already come with their own impressions and their own path forward. We just do that, making sure that they are in that right mold. Hmm? Yeah, so that helps. Okay,
Thank you, Didi.
Jagru, I answered your question. So don't go into a guilt mode. When you're doing seva, you should know you are doing again for them. Your seva merit will catch on to them. Okay? Yeah? Hmm. I have lots of stories, guru stories. I will tell some other session, or you can come maybe one DSN. During DSN, I share all this. You should come. I have lot of guru stories with that guru, with my kids, for myself. So many things.
We have one more question from audience. Praveen ji is asking, like, in involvement of 100% of yours, over the time, what factors contributed to it?
I'm not sure what that means. Had your being 100% evolved? I'm not sure of the question.
Okay.
Pravinji, if you can elaborate.
So one more question, Didi. So, sometimes we feel like we loosen the spark within. Maybe because for
Arc.
a very long we have not been doing seva, or we've not been in touch with taking the courses or all. Being a teacher, or let it be a volunteer, and it's not like that easy to repeat the TTP or going for VTP again. So what do you
Yeah,
suggest,
yeah.
what we can do, Didi, to reignite that spark within, and we can just jump into the action of seva and feel that connectivity with Gurudev and this path?
Have friends amongst teachers. See, when I was STC, I used to feel it before also, but especially during my STC term, I've made this, that I would just call and ask teachers how they are, because many times as teachers we start feeling alone. हो जाता है ना? You feel, oh, all the other teachers in the center, they are only talking course and they are only talking this, and you don't have anybody to hang out with. So you should have one or two teachers, and maybe preferably not in the same chapter. Okay, somebody who's not connected only to your setup. Are you all getting this? Because when that happens, you can share with that person openly however you are feeling. So what happens when you have that sangha? It uplifts you. So that sangha is very important, and it need not be, as I'm saying, it need not be a person who's staying next to you or in the same city. Anybody, you can have friends you made. So I have like that, I have my own friends who I just go, and sometimes you cannot share with immediate or a co-teacher or your family member. As a teacher, we go through all this. Are you all getting this? You go through things. So you should have one or two of the such people who you can just totally, and sometimes it can be another senior teacher or somebody, anybody. You decide who you feel connected with. And it develops over time. So especially when you are feeling low energy and all, pick up the phone and speak to one of the teachers who's active. Okay. So there will be some teacher who is actively taking. उनसे jealous नहीं होना है. Maitri. That's what Gurudev says, no? Maitri bhav. So you be friendly with the other teacher who's doing more. Hmm? So then they will pull you up. Many times mind goes into insecurity and then you distance yourself away from the teacher who is doing good. Right? Don't do that. They will lift you up. And of course, we have our guru. Bangalore people are so lucky. Go sit in ashram, one, two satsangs with Gurudev, one darshan with Gurudev, एक letter लिखो, Gurudev नहीं हो रहा ये सब, खत्म, done, come out. There is no time. See, this is what it is. There is no time. Just look at this. You are 40 or 30 or 50, whatever. Time is just going. तो कहाँ है? Where is the time to be feel low? छोड़ो. Isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you don't feel connection, go back, sit in a course. What is stopping you? Sit in a course. One advanced course, you start feeling connection. You have lost commitment towards seva, you have lost that spark, that enthusiasm. Repeat, go do DSN again. Gurudev is saying, puna puna karo. एक बार करने से नहीं होता है ना. The like that brass objects you have in your house, you have, no? So you have to polish them na, to keep it shining. Our mind is also like that. You have to keep polishing. So sit in a DSN, sit in advanced course, संयम to इतना सारा चीज है. So don't ever, and I am personally telling you, you all have my number from the group. If ever you feel right now I'm not feeling motivated or something I'm stuck with, you call me if nobody else. I am ready to speak with you. Okay? I don't know a lot of you here. Some of you I know, I don't know many of you, but doesn't matter. We have one common thing which is our guru. तो वो गुरु ही आंसर देंगे. And then now we have काल ज्ञानीज. मतलब और what else do we need, isn't it, to come out? Okay, what else?
There
Some
is one question regarding DSN. Like, mostly whenever we talk about DSN, it has been said. I'm not sure how right it is that it's once in a lifetime course only. Is it so? Like, एक बार कर लिया life में, it is done, not to repeat. But I feel it. But you can guide because you are a DSN teacher. Like, is it good to repeat the DSN and how it can just transform?
me telling one satsang, somebody asked, and Gurudev, somebody said, Gurudev told, like anything else in life, commitment also needs renewal. Right? Commitment also needs renewal. Your commitment to the path, your commitment to sadhana, your commitment to seva, your commitment to satsang, this needs renewal. And the renewal happens in DSN. 3 days you get renewed. So don't make a concept. Arey, every course that Gurudev has given, you sit in happiness. You yourself are teaching happiness course for so many years. Every course, every time you teach happiness, don't you learn something new? Yeah. Then why do you think DSN is one time? My dear, DSN, you do every 6 months, your commitment level will never go down. It will bump it up. The problem is that we fear. Array, who will go through that thing? Now DSN also, Gurudev has made it very, very it's not a military drill anymore. Pre-COVID, it is now more of making your connection stronger with him, making yourself more and more centered, making that, invoking that bhakti. That is more now the flavor of DSN. At least that's what I focus. So that if people want to come back and then they also feel rejuvenated to do more for the society. Yeah, that's the whole thing. DSN is to make you do more for the society, no? And how can you do that when you inside are very strong? So That's why you need to sit through these courses again and again. Gurudev himself has said 3 to 6 months एक बार करो करके, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि एक बार कर लिया हो फिर तो तुम इनलाइटन हो गए, फिर आपकी भी ऐसे फोटो लगेगी ऐसा। फिर आपका भी फोटो मेरा भी फोटो लग जाएगा, नहीं ना? Okay, what else? We are almost time.
Yes, Didi.
I
Um,
have so many things to share with some other.
so we do have two more questions, Didi. If you allow, I can just quickly ask. Um, आशा जी इज आस्किंग लाइक करियर में कमिटमेंट नहीं रख पाते, सीरियसली स्टडी नहीं कर पाते, फिर कुछ ना कुछ कोर्स है जो अनाउंस कर देते हैं और फिर उसमें बिजी हो जाते हैं और एग्जाम डेट आता है तो रिजल्ट अच्छा नहीं होता हमेशा की तरह, तो हाउ वी कैन कम आउट ऑफ दिस चक्र?
Prioritize, Asha. If there is an exam, finish that properly. Yeah, if that is, prioritize that. Don't do half-heartedly this and that. Don't do it like that. Okay. If there is a career exam, you prioritize. Okay.
And Roshan ji is asking, I'm doing seva, but many times I don't get that madness or zeal to do seva actively due to priorities at work, responsibilities at home and at work, and self doubt myself whether I ready to take responsibilities after becoming a teacher.
Hmm. मैडनेस तो होना है पाथ में. If you want to be on the path, you have to be little mad. Because see, again, you have to know you have done all of those multiple times in multiple lifetimes. This lifetime, he has given you to do seva, so you do it. Now, maybe you don't feel that much, but it is okay. If you don't feel that much, then get into commitment side. Okay, you are committed to do one course a month, organize one course a month. Stick to your commitment. Don't go by your feelings. Feelings will keep changing, but you stick to your commitment. Okay, I have done VTP or I want to go for TTP. I have to do this. You know, commitment will give you that direction. This is another talk in DSN only. Gurudev says, no, when you're committed, the river flows. Otherwise, the river it's a flood. Hmm? So don't let your feeling of, oh, today I don't want to do feeling, don't let that take over. Stick to your commitment. Then that will give you better results. And whether you're ready to take responsibility after becoming teacher, see this thing of, if you work hard before becoming a teacher, work hard means you have done your seva bit, you have done what is needed to get to becoming a teacher. Then once you become teacher, you yourself will be able to organize courses for yourself, not just 1 2 courses for a long time. If I so Before I became a teacher for 5 7 years, I think 2004 to about 5 years, every month I would organize a course, like I was saying, and then in between organize one DSN, Sahaj, ye wo, kuch to. Even after I became teacher, for 20 30 courses, I was only organizing. Then what has happened over, because I have done that bit, it gives me confidence. Today, even if I don't have a team, I don't have anybody, no volunteers, no team, no center also, I can organize a course. I just need to get a venue, I'll organize a course and take. That confidence comes to you. Before you go for TTP, you must do this bit. That is why all that VTP seva thing is given, not for anybody else, for you. Otherwise you will have the tape and you sit at home. Aisa nahi hona chahiye. What do you say? Yeah. So I think we will uh, stop here.
Yes.
If you want any other questions, we can go on, but it is getting late. Maybe you can type your what you felt after the session and what you're
Um,
taking away.
I got a question on personal window, like when is your next DSN upcoming?
Ha, okay. My next DSN, it will be in ashram. Guru Purnima time. 30th July, Guru Purnima time. You can come to ashram and do it. Okay? Don't think, don't label yourself, अरे मैं तो इतना दिन साल से कर रहा हूँ ऐसा सब छोड़ो वो सब. Be a fresh. Today you have entered art of living. Today you have done Sudarshan Kriya. How would it be? Then you all don't have any other or anything else. ना मन को एकदम free रखो. That is the key. Keep your mind free. Mhm. And keep your mind, give it only to one person, which is Gurudev. Don't give it to anybody else. Nobody else is worth you giving your mind and heart. हार्ट तो किसी को और को देना ही नहीं, बिकॉज अननेसरली ब्रेक होता है कांच की तरह कट 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 कट. Only give to Gurudev. Hmm?
Yeah. Thank you, Didi. Thanks for this amazing session, inspiring session. I think everyone got something to take from this session, and most of the queries has been resolved. Super grateful for your time, Didi.
Thank you so much for coming. And yeah, and no, make a friend, one friend, like that, two friends who you can share anything with. Okay? Because in the path you need somebody like that. Hmm? You need somebody who will not judge you, because sometimes when we become teachers or all that, we feel, oh, if I say this to this anybody else, what will they? Nahi hota. And you cannot share that with your participants. Yes or no? Because they are seeing you in the light of a guru, so you cannot share. And you are not a guru, by the way. You are only a teacher. Guru is somebody else. Yes, but for them you are the guru. So we are still human, so we need people in our, huh? So you find in your city, in another city, meet them during Shivratri, Navratri, Guru Purnima, जब भी है थोड़ा मिलो. And then otherwise now phone is there. And just know one thing, there is only one team. That is my team. Hmm? And sometimes I joke also, some people ask me, which center are you? I don't have a center. I am grateful I get one or two places where I can go teach. Rita Ji is here. She gives the venue. But I don't, in my mind, I don't place myself with one center, one this thing, because that is also restrictive. You know what I mean? Hmm? So you can be centered without a center. I often joke about it. Be centered without a center. Then there's no, you're not bound, Otherwise, the organization, all this also can bound you. Hmm? So just be grateful. Gurudev has chosen us, he has chosen you. Every moment you be grateful about that. Hmm? Okay. जय जय राधा रमण हरि बोल. 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 लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु. लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु. लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. जय गुरुदेव.
Right.
Right. Thank you, Vikram, for organizing this. Thank you all for joining. We'll be in touch. You have my number. You can call, message, find somebody else in the group who has attended this, make a friend. Okay? Jai Gurudev.
Jai Guru.